Hey guys, move over, go Battle League. We're on for the Rose Cup. Let's go. Hey there, guys, and hashtag GirlsThatPvP. So we're getting into a few Rose Cup battles. First opponent, not Randy Newman. We're just doing random lines of 3. So we don't know any of the picks that we're going to go from for each team. So it's interesting, fun doing it this way instead of just looking at teams and really focusing on everything. Just having a good old-fashioned practice. We get an awful lead and we stick in for this matchup, which we probably shouldn't have. But that's all right. So Drapion's going to go down, and we'll finish off with Medicham here. Now, just looking at the PvPoke rankings to the right there, you can see Scrafty has jumped up a little bit there, mixed a few things up, not too much. And I think the update before that, we had an increase in the Blaziken, Charizard, and Marowak where they sit in the standings. Funnily enough, I haven't actually come up against too many Blazikens, which is, I don't know, it's alright. I'm not a massive fan of him personally. You won't see him in any of my teams for this cup. Just finding better team synergy elsewhere. So in that Medicham matchup, you can see that there are a few Dynamic Punches thrown in. Dynamic Punch actually does 36 damage, while Ice Punch only does 30. So sometimes if you can land one of those instead of an Ice Punch, it might just be enough to get an edge and to take out your opponent. And now you're going to see here that we're not in a great position. Haunter, we're down shields. We're going to have to really get rid of all these shields and land a Shadow Ball. So knowing that, opponent shields everything up, and we can't get there, so Crunch is going to take us out. So we'll move into the second matchup against Noreen Newman. So this time, as you can see on the left here, we only used 2 Pokemon, so we're really going to see this Alolan Graveler go to work in the second half of the battle. So again, we get this Medicham mirror match, and so he throws the Dynamics. We're going to throw Dynamics. We'll just see how we go. See who can shield first, who doesn't shield first. Who can get that last little touch of damage in there. So you can see here we go for the Dynamic Punch instead, as he went for the counter, and it takes him out. So there's one to keep in your back pocket. So he's got he's got not a Steelix, Skarmory. My goodness. And Alolan Graveler, the Volt Switch energy generation is insane. And the cool thing is, once you get to, especially with your Rock Blast, you actually have quite a bit of residual energy left over. So you only need 2 more Volt Switches to get to a second Rock Blast. So with Charizard, the 2 Flyer team, not a good choice against the Alolan Graveler. That energy generation's so fast. And those Rock Throws just ripped into them. Alright, so we'll move into our third matchup now. Had a really good time against Randy Newman. And we get an amazing lead. I don't know if you can get much of a better lead there. So we're going to switch into Medicham countering here. Obviously, Dome Punch is going to KO this Drapion. First thing is not going to do much. But Bite still goes to work, right? Bite still does a lot of damage. And a lot of us, me, myself included, really seem to be attached to our Drapions. So when we get them in a battle, we often like to waste shields on them. As you can see here, he wastes both of his shields to keep that Drapion going. And sure, it just takes out my Medicham, but not without burning 2 of his shields. So even here, you're going to see, this is where obviously we know Charizard shines. Shields down, just get those blast burns and ripping everything we see. So even though we're going to have, Steelix coming in next, we just have to get to 1 blast burn and it's all over. So Charizard earns his number 2 spot. But if there's shields, he can struggle a little bit. Cool, so now we move into a different lineup. So we actually picked teams of 6. I couldn't exactly remember my opponent's 6, so I just put Charizard over there. He's in all his fiery goodness. So we lose the matchup to the Haunter, even with a shield, and then we choose to take our Haunter out to finish it off, but now he's on half health, so not an ideal scenario. Shadow Ball's got to land here, and you can see how much Shadow Ball does on a Haunter to almost anything. So, it's really quite strong. So we've got a shield advantage, but we're up against a Charizard, and Charizard is quite a wall to Medicham. So we're really going to have to just burn all of our shields. Now we probably could eat one Dragon Claw, but is the risk worth it? I don't know. Seems like he's pretty low, so we're going to go and just try and get these Ice Punches out to finish him off. And we're forced to lose our last shield as he was, and it's just a race to... And we don't win that race. Now we're going to survive this Dragon Claw. We just do. And you can see we just get there. I think I have like 1 or 2 health left, like a sliver. So super close there. So you really want to avoid that Medicham vs Charizard match. It's not ideal. Sorry for my wife messaging me in a lot of these battles. Love you, honey. So yeah, Dad's the PvP, right? Now you can see there on that Skarmory, Golbat, the Shadow Ball does not do anywhere near as much as anywhere near as much as Haunter's. So it's obviously down to that attack stat, but we do get a nice shield there. So I'm considering that a win, that we could get a shield out of that Skarmory. And Drapion farms it down. So we've got plenty of energy on our Drapion there. So we got him in the back with loaded energy. We're going to try and take out this Wigglytuff. It shields and then farms us down. So we're going to be forced to shield on our Drapion here. And we're going to have to buff ourselves with some Felstingers. So we need this extra damage because his Drapion's got more health in the back. Especially after we take a couple of charms. But we've got a shield and a bit more energy. So we're forced to shield up whatever he throws. And it is only Felstinger. But we had to do it, and we actually go for the Aqua Tail because it's going to take a big chunk of health out, and then we can just take him out. So pumped with that battle, and this one I make a big mistake here. I get to the Stone Edge and I throw it, so I probably should have gone for the bait. Now sometimes it's really nice when you get that hit, but a lot of people, you know, with their Wigglytuffs, they're really happy to use a shield to then, you know, burn the opponent's shield. So they get lead advantage, and then here we go. So we're going to have to shield this, or we're going to lose a lot of health. We decide to lose a lot of health. So you can see there, that's the advantage of, I guess, your Wigglytuff. Oh, sorry, of playing it that way. If you can farm down an opponent, even just using one shield, you can, and you've got energy, you can then just throw it onto the next Pokemon, and likely that person is going to get a shield anyway. So in essence, even though you were down a shield, you've got the lead advantage, and you're probably going to take a shield off your opponent. And as we'll see here, we're really struggling against this Charizard, but fortunately we got that Blast Burn. And I don't know if it was lag or I got greedy, but should have thrown that Ice Punch, and we lose that matchup because Probopass takes out our Clefable. So thanks to the battles, guys. I really hope you enjoy them, and I'm going to try and work on this new format here. So yeah, here's the cup. Have a look at what works for your team. There's some really good picks, and I hope you have an awesome time practicing and getting into the Rose Cup. We'll see you in the next video.